Hey everyone, Stacy here with the Bargain Bandit, back with my Saturday haul. It's October 20th, 2012, and I really only got to one community sale today. I went to a couple other sales, but San Antonio is a great place for sales because there's so many of them that there's no way your competition can get to all of them before you, and there's no way you can get to all of them anyway. Just it's insane, and it kind of depresses me a little because I just think about all the games I couldn't buy today because I couldn't make it to the sales. But nonetheless, I had a pretty decent day, and so check out my haul, and I'll see you at the end. So here's my Saturday haul. I only really got to go to one community sale. There were about 40 sales in that community. So most of this came from that. There were a few other sales I did hit, but for the most part, it all came from just one community sale out of, the 30 or 40 community sales that were in San Antonio, in addition to the other 150 yard sales. It's a little frustrating sometimes that I just can't get to all the sales. Like, I can't even get to a small percentage of the sales just because, you're one person and you only have so much time, and people here start to close up about noon. And then, of course, at about 11, it started sprinkling, which killed the sales that I went to after 11. There just weren't that many left. People had closed up. So here's my haul for today. We'll do the board games last. I'll start with what I think might be my find of the day. And it's this thing here, and it's super neat. It was priced at $3, but I got it for $2. And let's pull it down here. You can kind of see what it is. So it's a key rack, and it opens up. And when you open it up, inside there's all this detail and some additional key racks. There's pictures, more pictures, all this detail relating to being a police officer. It's obviously early days police officer. And then these little doors here actually open up too, so you could potentially store something inside that little cabinet as well. And yeah, it's just really neat and detailed and handmade. When I asked about it, the woman was, they said that it was their grandfather's and they didn't know how he got it. So I'm not sure anything, don't really have any backstory on this, but it's definitely a really cool handmade item that I think might be my find of the day, and I only got it for $2. So it's really cool, and it has the hangers on the back. So yeah, that is a neat item, my favorite item of the day. So I got that for $2. So moving on, I picked up this Walt Disney World hat. Has the tags on it still for $1. Like I said, I do pretty good with hats, especially if they're a little bit in the unusual variety, so that one is. This I picked up for $1, and this is, somebody took a Pepsi bottle, a vintage Pepsi bottle, and they melted the center, and they stretched it into this piece of art, glass art now, and you can kind of see it's got the glass, melted glass, whatever you call that, in there. So it's kind of neat. I got that for $1. Moving on, I got these all for 10 cents a piece. Just a bunch more of those McDonald's toys that I pick up. So got a SpongeBob, got some Barbie princess ones, Power Rangers, so just, different. I got 10 of those for $1. This game here is called Pass the Pigs, and I paid 50 cents for this. And instead of dice, it has pigs that you roll. See the little piggies? That's what it has on the inside. You roll the pigs, and then you score based on how you roll them. It's kind of a cute little game. I picked up these. I don't normally buy clothes, but I kind of couldn't resist the idea of trying to sell these. I got Ralph Lauren and Perry Ellis. I got 2 of each. And then they're in really good condition, and they're ginormous. Ginormous. They're 4XLTs. So they're huge shirts. I can't imagine that somebody who needs this size has a very easy time finding shirts this size, let alone in Ralph Lauren and Perry Ellis, let alone in this condition. you know, especially used. These are in really good condition. The guy who had them actually lost weight, so he was getting rid of some of his bigger shirts. So I've got, you know, 4 of these really nice Ralph Lauren and Perry Ellis humongous shirts. So I'm going to see how I do with the big and tall sizes. So I've never, you know, tried to sell anything like this before, but I'm like, you know what, the hey. You know, they only wanted $1 a piece on the shirts, so I figured it wasn't a big loss. I could sell them at a yard sale for $1 a piece pretty easily, although that size might be a little difficult. But I'm imagining that I'm going to be able to sell those pretty well on eBay. So next, I got another one of these that I got yesterday. Found another one. This is what happens to me. I run into the same thing over and over, and then I don't see it again for months. So, Little People Matching with Maggie, got another one of these. And then this thing here is actually pretty neat. It is actually a Wilton. And anybody who knows Wilton knows that those are the cake pans you look for. And they also make some serveware. It's all pewter. And it's, see if you can see on the bottom. So it's Wilton. So it's a pewter gravy bowl. See, Wilton. With the little serving tray. That's also Wilton. So, see? So that's kind of neat. I picked that up for 50 cents. They, you know, today was actually pretty good for sales where people just really wanted to get rid of the stuff, and so they were pricing things pretty reasonably. I didn't really run into any cases of, I really want that, but wow, their price is way too high. Okay, so that's it for there. In here I have some more toys that I picked up at another sale. These were $1 a piece. I also picked up these for $1 a piece, and I got a whole bunch of these little Smurfs, and I don't know that they're worth anything. I just personally love the Smurfs. So, I mean, like, if I can't sell them, I have to keep them, oh darn. But they're adorable. I love the Smurfs. I grew up on the Smurfs. It was my favorite cartoon as a kid, and it actually holds up as an adult. So this here was 50 cents, and my 6-year-old was with me. And taking my 6-year-old with me is kind of fun, because he likes to, like, look at things, too. And there he is. But it's also, you know, he also wants to buy stuff, so it cuts into my profit for sure. But I don't mind buying him things like this. And they're reading Flat Stanley in class right now, so when we ran into this Flat Stanley book, I was, you know, kind of excited. And he was too. So we picked that up. A lot of this stuff in here is actually his. He wanted these. I don't know why. And he got some Army Men. Mine. But yeah, just some more Smurfs in here. I think I love these. Okay, so that's pretty much all that's in there. I also got a Batman in here somewhere. Here it is. I'm just buying up all the Batman I can find, and then I'm going to have a giant lot of Batman toys that I'm going to sell at some point. And finally, the games. So, Animalopoly. That's a name. Say it 3 times fast. Animalopoly, Animalopoly, Animalopoly. So this is a kind of interesting game. Like Monopoly, but with animals. It was $1. It's complete. This was $1. Hangman, I don't have one of these. It's not that old. It's 1999. But, you know, if I try and get a copy of at least every game. So the guy had a lot of games I already had copies of that I haven't sold yet. But this one he had that I didn't have, so I, you know, grabbed that for $1. Memory games actually sell pretty well and easily. Not for a tremendous amount of money, but, you know. So I bought that one for $1, and then I've got a themed Tonka one here for 50 cents. So the themed ones sell a little better than the originals, but the originals do sell too. I have some princess games that I've been holding on to, some Disney princess games I've been holding on to for a lot. This one should make it so that I can sell them as a lot of, you know, Disney princess games. That's pretty much the only way you can sell these pretty easily, you know. Because they don't have a huge amount of value. But if you got 3 or 4 of them, you put them together, you can sell for 20 bucks. And I paid $1 for that. 50 cents for this. It's not worth much, actually. And I knew that when I bought it, but I didn't have one, so I'm like, what the hey, you know, try and up my stock of inventory, have one of everything. That would be an ideal situation, right? I've seen these at thrift stores before for like $2, and I'm like, $2 is too much to pay for a game that's only worth like $6. But at 50 cents, I'm like, okay. Paid $1 for this one, don't actually know anything about it, never heard of it. It's a University Games game. This one I can probably put in a lot with a couple other University Games I have, and sell it pretty easily for maybe $25-30 for 3 of them. Othello, I love this game. I pick it up whenever I see it. Haven't sold one yet because I haven't listed one yet, but I do love playing Othello. Othello's a lot of fun. This one here I got for $1. It's actually never been played. Doubles Wild. It's a dice game. So, and then I bought this for $1. I have not had good luck with Rummy Cubes. I have one Rummy Cube game that is incomplete, and it's in a really nice case, but it's incomplete because it doesn't have all the tiles. Another one, the racks are broken. See these racks? The racks are broken. It's got all the tiles, and I couldn't combine those 2 Rummy Cube games because they were completely different size tiles. So hopefully the third one's the charm, because Rummy Cube's a pretty good seller. And then I didn't have a copy of this, so I paid $1 for Win, Lose, or Draw. And that is my pickups for today. Nothing too extravagant except that. I love that. I have no idea. If you know something about like these handmade wooden dioramas, it's kind of like a diorama. You know, give me some info on them because I don't really know much about them. I'm going to have to do a lot of research before I price it. But I figured at $2, you know, that one's going to be a really, you know, I'm going to make my money on that. So thank you for watching, and bye. So that was my haul. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd be interested in hearing about other people's experiences with sales this time of year and in general. I have a feeling that sales are never really going to slow down for me in San Antonio because the weather never really turns bad, and even in the summer when it's 100 degrees out, there's still 200 sales out there. So I think that gives me an advantage living where I live. I know I watch other people's videos and they talk about the downtime and the off-season coming up and that sort of thing, but I don't know if I'm going to even have that, which is kind of neat. But it's also frustrating to me because I just dream about all the sales that I couldn't go to. I hope you enjoyed the video though, and if you did, please like my video. Please subscribe. My subscribers are really starting to hike up there. So we're going to get close to 100, and when we hit 100, I will do something. I'll start talking about and finalizing the details on it. When we get to like about 85, I'll start like, we're almost to 100, and I'm going to do this. I don't know what yet though. I have to really brainstorm it a bit. Please check me out on Facebook. I am Kraus House of Cards there. My eBay is Kraus House of Cards and Games. And good news, I just got my top-rated seller today. So I'm a top-rated seller, yay! Yeah, it took, we started selling in July, and it's October, so it took July, August, September, 3.5, 4 months, you know. We've actually been, like, qualified for top-rated seller for about 3 weeks now, but we had to wait until the date. And today was the date, so now I have my little thingy, and I get my discount on my store, and yeah, it's all good. My website's KrausHouseOfCards.com and KrausHouseOfCardsandGames.com, and leave me questions, comments. Check me out on Tuesday when I do my Bargain Bandit, you know, official episode where I talk about recent sales and that sort of thing. And let me know what you think about the format with the hauls. I know hauls or videos are pretty popular, so I'm glad I'm doing them now, and I hope you enjoy them. So I will see everyone next time. Bye.